Good, whatever time it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express brought to you by
Pirate Water.
We hardly knew ye.
And Sausage.
We hope they redistribute the Pirate Water.
I'm
tell you what,
drinking me on my vice.
the Grumpy Griller made us fucking brats. Homemade brats. Smoked. And the first one I did put the surrender the booty on. It brought a tear to my eye.
It did.
For the goodness of the brat as well as the hotness of the sauce.
But mostly the hottest of the sauce.
Those brats are fucking amazing.
I'm kind of surprised you could taste the brat.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Introduce.
All right, he's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Welcome to the shit show. Across from us, we have here in the Palm Street Studios, featured guest Brian the Blade, drinking a pirate water. Arr. Another featured guest, the JTK, featuring a Hall of Famer, Junior. Now we got to play some Hispanic music, I feel like, as a play-in for you walking up to the batter's box. We should play Gasolina as he's walking up to the batter's box.
I love it. You're going to need that later tonight when you go to the bidet.
God damn it. You ain't kidding. Anyway, how's everybody doing on this wonderful Wednesday episode, but yet still Monday evening?
Has anybody ever had 3 Pirate Waters in one sitting up here?
Nope.
Nobody in their right mind. No.
Sorry, GG has, and he can explain. He can explain to you exactly what's going to happen, and it's not pretty, is it, GG?
Once watch one jackass finish a fifth of Red Stag.
Drink a box of teas, you'll find out.
You say teabag? Something about teabag?
No, what were you saying, Junior?
I said I once watched some jackass drink a half a fifth of Red Stag.
Who would do that?
I don't know.
Who would do that? What an asshole.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
He woke up at his parents' house with his thumb in his mouth and his ass straight up in the air.
That was at my place, actually.
Well, he's got 2 thumbs. Where was the other one?
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. Sponsored by...
Welcome to the show. We should be sponsored by Dude Wipes tonight.
Right.
The mentholated version.
Yeah.
There's going to be some wiping that is needed for these dudes.
Ooh, you had booty sauce.
It's hot.
And I saw it
in a glass bottle.
Surrender the Booty ghost pepper sauce is hot. And for reference, on that brat, I believe I put between 7 to 9 drops of this.
Oh my God.
Good Lord have mercy.
So, there's people out there I know that can be like, you're a pussy. I'd put 20 on there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're an asshole.
I ain't trying to keep up with nobody. I know what I can do. I know my limitations.
We witnessed Sir Philip. He cried.
Yes.
Good gift. Good gift.
Oh, it's a beautiful bottle. It's supposed to be pretty phenomenal flavor sauce if you can stand it.
Did I not say it's good? I enjoyed it.
You did.
You cried.
You people think that's like...
You people?
You people. What
Who is you
What are you
people?
racist now?
Are you racist or something?
Yeah.
You cool food people.
You people...
Cue up Gasolina.
Sir, I will not tolerate racist on this airplane.
You people that think mayonnaise is spicy. Whiteys.
Hey, that sriracha mayo is pretty spicy shit, man.
But yes.
You think so?
So I would say of all the hot sauces I've had probably in the last couple of years, Surrender the Booty Ghost Pepper's right up there, probably in the top probably 4 or 5 hottest.
What? Oh, golly, Miss Molly said you're a bitch.
Well, the next one I'll put 12 drops on then.
So I'm going to have to get the next step up for you then.
What would it be?
Well, this is the ghost pepper one. They have They have a Carolina Reaper one.
Oh, my Lord.
Is that plunder the booty?
That's Plunger the Booty.
Fisting the booty?
I believe it was called Hollow Out the Booty.
Oh.
I believe it's called Arg, that cannon is too big.
Oh, my God.
Arr, you ain't got no booty.
Arg, we can't pack enough juice in it.
We gave you a haircut.
So, believe it or not, though,
Yeah.
there's a hierarchy of peppers. And I know that there's a hotness of Scoville units.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Ghost Pepper hits me harder than Scorpion or Carolina Reapers. So even though Scoville units, sometimes they may grade as less, it's same with habaneros. Like habaneros, some habanero sauces will tear me up. Even though you look at the Scoville units on it, it's like, this shouldn't do it. But it's all relative. So it's funny because
I'm afraid at Taco Bell if I can drive through getting mild sauce. Just saying.
Jesus.
What?
What?
Well,
Now you wonder why you couldn't bowl for the last month?
Why?
the ghost pepper doesn't bother me at all because I don't believe it's ghosts.
I don't believe in go. Who you gonna call?
What's that?
Ghost Peppers.
Booty Ghost Pepper.
This one's hot. So if anybody wants a drop, I'll implore anybody a drop.
I want to
Okay.
smell it quick.
Okay.
Phil, last time
I wouldn't even do
that. You like you put it on your
Don't
finger, like,
do
oh,
it.
it's not that hot, and then I put it on my finger. I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Don't
that's
even
hot.
do
That
it,
might
Adam.
be classified as a freaking weapon.
Adam, don't do it.
Adam, you're on the up and upright. Don't. Another deer gone.
Christ, his corneas just melted out.
It really doesn't smell all that hot,
Yep. Try it.
That's the
but you
worst.
can tell smelling it that it's hotter than shit.
Yep. Don't. No.
No.
I
Now,
thought you were
I'm
getting
being
your tongue
careful
out.
not to touch any part of it.
Yep. Get the
Oh, jeez.
get the elbow gloves out from KEK.
Shoulder gloves, yeah.
Shoulder gloves?
Look,
We've got a guest
What?
coming in here.
Who?
Somebody's
Gigi's here.
wandered into
we
the
know
studio.
Gigi's here.
Oh, we know Gigi's here, but we have another guest.
Get out of here. Another guest. Blade's here.
Oh my
Lord!
Christ.
It's a storm
Glenn!
god.
is Glenn taking over my spot?
He might have to.
Did the,
All right, come over here, Glenn.
did
Here,
I can move.
here, Glenn.
the wind die down out there?
Well, probably not because something had to
Phil,
blow
you
him in.
produce this shit. You can't leave.
Take my
Oh.
spot, Glenn.
Make no mistake, Phil doesn't produce shit.
Yeah, Phil's gonna put another sausage in his mouth,
Okay, that's fair.
topped off with some
Here's some headsets
fucking
for you,
tax. Fucking Storm God's trail mix.
Now I am Filbert now.
Love it.
You honestly, I feel much more at ease with Glenn here than I did with Phil.
Good for you.
Glenn. He left a message in my refrigerator that this was going to happen a month ago.
How are we, Glenn?
How are you, Glenn?
Glenn, long time no see.
I have developed a severe case of pneumonia.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
Other than that, I am doing good.
Awesome.
Is that for chasing all the storms lately?
Contact with squirrels does things to a man.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
How are you contacting those squirrels?
Blood sacrifice.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting,
The
actually.
storm god demands it.
So now the only way to contact them is with a Ouija board.
I hear that it is our Christmas episode today.
It is. Junior's 47th of the month already.
I skinned and bleached this skull for you.
What the fuck? That's for Filbert? Why are you giving it to me?
Oh, I don't want that.
God damn it, is Toucan Sam dead?
Oh, my God. No wonder I say their commercials anymore.
Merry Christmas to you.
You killed
I
the
don't
Fruit
even want to
Loops
know.
bird?
I don't even want to know where that fucking came from.
No, I think, yeah,
this
you're
a
supposed
pipe?
to smoke
Why
out
are you
of it.
smelling it?
Yeah,
I thought it looked like a pipe.
yeah.
Don't deep throat that beak, Junior. You don't know where that's been.
Yep, I put it down.
Glenn, where did you find such a thing?
I skinned and bleached it.
Oh, well.
It is for you, Junior,
Why for me?
because I'm your good old friend, Filbert.
Oh, dear Lord.
Did I have one too many player waters?
Maybe.
No, that's me, actually.
Yo ho.
Yeah, you got catching up to
But,
do.
Yo ho ho.
so Glenn is now our step Filbert?
Do we finally go into the second season?
Yes.
We finally go into second season?
No, that'll be next Tuesday.
666
Oh, my God.
episode.
This is 664
Oh boy.
down the street from the Beast.
So, Glenn, we're almost out of pirate water. What do we do?
You must go and travel to the Pacific Ocean. You must go to the largest volcano in Hawaii and collect the waters at its base. And then you will drink the water. When you piss it back out in good old Sanilac County, a hurricane will develop over Lake Superior. The state will be swallowed, and hopefully we will take Canada with us too.
So hold. Question.
All according to the plans
Sanilac
of the
County,
storm
then
god.
Lake Superior.
Yeah. So that's my question. Does the wind have to be out of a certain direction for this to work? Does it have to be going northwest?
The wind will be going southeast. The storm will
We got to
hit.
piss into the wind, boys.
Yeah, that was hard today. That was really hard today.
So after we do this, we will have pirate water.
You will have had pirate water.
What flavor?
This is bottled in Cleveland.
No wonder it
That
sucks.
explains a lot.
I know.
No, what was the saying that you found out on the bottle?
I forgot. Was that by the Pacific Ocean?
Yes. It says Viva la Stool at the bottom.
Viva la stool!
Viva la Stool!
Is that what happens when you bleach something? Mm-hmm. Yep.
The
Viva la-
bovosphere will strengthen the storm.
Oh.
I live
It will
in the
take out-
bovosphere now.
It
He
will
does.
take Ohio as well.
Oh, sorry,
You better take cover. Is your new house strapped down?
Yes, as I checked.
Brilliant, Blade. Oh,
The TB is speaking again.
My
Tuberculosis?
mouth tastes like aluminum.
aluminum?
I think that was aluminum.
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 Yeah, dude, you're supposed to take the sausage out of the pan.
Oh, that's another tooth gone.
You just swallow those when those come out now? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have to look through the litter box to find them, right? I assume you use a litter box.
Several litter boxes have been used by me,
What's a new one called?
particularly in the state of Oklahoma. It is
Oh,
the
yeah.
center of my storm chasing expeditions there, Adam.
So you've recently been down there chasing some of these storms?
I have. There are great disturbances in the atmosphere. The storm god is not pleased with humanity's conduct.
What about up north in Gaylord?
That's pretty all right there.
What do you think about those automatic litter boxes? Christ, it sounds like a hairball.
There is no honor in using automatic litter boxes.
Use a manual one like a real cat, right?
Yeah.
like a real scion of the storm god.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Considering it is our Christmas episode, where is the snow? I was promised snow on this podcast.
You're the one that has the tie-ins with the storm god.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Christ, it's coming tomorrow.
We
ain't
look
it?
up to you.
I think it is coming tomorrow.
You're right. Oh my God, what a good opportune time he just showed up.
Is that good or bad?
Nah, I don't think it's
That
good.
was
we
good,
supposed to
actually.
sing the Hikey Lunta snowstorm?
Good or bad is irrelevant to the storm god. The storm god's will is the storm god's will.
Fair enough. Allow
I
it.
can see that, yeah.
Hey,
Does that mean the party's here?
No.
Nope.
Stepfilberg, just to circle back, so if you're against the automatic litter boxes, do you use modern litter, or do you use sand or kaolinic clay?
I use basalt powder.
Hardcore.
See, I assume because the pirate water says Viva la Stool, it means to use very cheap paper towel to clean yourself up. Yes.
There you go.
Viva la stool.
I'm so confused.
You
Viva la
remind me
stool!
of a large dog.
Do not stool.
I'm sorry, Glenn. What was that?
You remind me of a large dog.
Saint Bernard?
Yeah.
Stop poking me with that skull. It's bleach.
Keep pecking him.
Stop it.
It's the junior pecker.
The storm god likes the skulls of avians.
Fuck Blade.
Now he's got more peckers than balls.
Oh, my lord.
Love you, Junior.
Yep. Glenn, this isn't funny. Stick up for me, please.
It is not funny.
I know. Tell JTK how you feel. How he picks on me.
You see, that's got to be filled in there around that orbital, and then it'd be more anatomical.
It'll be orbital ramming speed.
You remind me of a small huntable animal.
Me?
Here, him.
JTK or Junior?
Do I have to choose?
No.
No. It can apply across the board.
But if you're really going to choose. Well, don't choke on it.
So what else has been going on, Glenn?
I have been getting very drunk lately.
Uh-oh.
I am massively hammered right now.
On what?
As we
Budweiser?
Budweiser?
Budweiser.
Good for you.
Not a Bud Light guy, huh?
Bud Light can suck my one nut.
You motherfucker.
That Filbert, I didn't know you and Junior were related.
This is bullshit.
Wait a minute, so if he's step Filbert, are you...
Shut the fuck up, Blade. Stop it right now.
Okay, step cousin Junior?
Fucking.
We could. I mean, be a hell of a surgery.
Oh, my lord. Glenn, I love you. Your parents are assholes.
Dude, what is this thing?
I'm just saying.
I am related to these people in no way.
So, being that it's Christmas, is that the only gift you brought?
Yeah,
Oh, that's disappointing.
I don't have a lot of love for people.
Well,
Get out of that.
I assume that's why you bring trail mix with thumbtacks in it.
No
but-
trail mix in your pockets?
What's that?
It's supposed to be off of Junior's bust there is what it's supposed to. It's a hat.
What's going on with Junior? What?
There we go.
What?
Yeah, you're right.
What?
Yeah.
Where's this busk?
When I
Right,
was
dead center.
When I was born in 1996, my parents decided to send me to a phony psychologist to get me evaluated for concerning behaviors.
What kind of concerning behaviors?
Pulling the legs off of insects.
Why? Did you really do that? I'll take that as a yes.
Were you trying to turn
What was that
arachnids
noise?
into...
That was the Taco Bell dog.
I don't like it.
Well, it makes you want to run for the border.
Quite the opposite, actually. I want to have Taco Bell now.
Gasolina. Something stool.
Is it gasoline or gasolina?
Gasolina.
Okay.
Gasolina.
All right.
Why is he staring?
It's a great drink.
Why is he staring at me?
Al Salina?
he loves you.
He's gonna smile right now too. Well,
See? Yeah. L. Yeah.
I love you too, Glenn.
Yeah. L for love. Yeah.
L for love, but
Yeah.
Watch,
L for love. That's not the. No, everybody has their own sign. You know.
watch, honey, watch Molly.
L for low levels of
Yeah, there's
precipitation
big
on
level
Monday.
love, and then there's little level love.
You're hilarious, Blade.
Phil. Look at this thing.
It's a hat for Junior.
Yeah, hey, put it on Junior's busk. See if it fits.
For which head? Oh, the bust head.
Hilarious. Not gonna fit.
Damn it.
I can print one that'll fit.
May I see one of those busts?
Yeah.
Which one?
Take GH cheese.
Any one of them.
What the fuck? Pocketed it?
He took yours.
Did he pocket it?
Yeah.
Phil gave me.
Filbert, is that
Phil
for
gave
a
him
shrine
mine.
to the storm god?
It's yours, yeah.
I'm just gonna sell it for money.
It's not real gold, but it might be.
Good luck.
I'll give you $350.
Good tree fish.
That's real gold.
Put.
It smells like aspirations.
Philip told me last week it smells like buttholes and disappointment.
To many people, those are things to aspire to.
Buttholes and disappointment?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
That is correct.
Deep, so to speak.
Fair enough.
We should get Glenn to sub for us too next year.
Would you like to be on a bowling team?
Bring you Budweisers.
You never have to buy beer for
Bowling.
24 weeks.
It has been so long since anyone has mentioned bowling to me.
Sorry.
And
Was that one of your favorite hobbies or not your favorite hobbies?
It was one of my favorites ever.
Oh. What'd you average?
12.
12 strikes.
Better than Phil.
12.
Hey, Glenn, can the storm god affect the ball's rotation?
In many subtle ways, friend.
Oh, you guys ever been introduced to each other?
I have seen you in my dreams.
Oh.
They are nightmarish. They bring about ruined cities and blackened, storm-raging skies.
Wow.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does.
actually.
Nice guys finish last. That. Well, anyways, Glenn, this is Blade, Glenn.
Greetings.
Blade. I will remember that.
If you wore underwear, it wouldn't be safe around him.
Yep. If you ate any of Filbert's hot sauce, you would need Blade's blade.
I never feel safe when wearing any article of clothing.
I don't know how to comment on that.
Me either.
I got nothing.
He's living in the danger zone in his current attire.
There you go.
Is that Kenny Loggins?
You should see
Yes.
me while I storm chase.
No.
No,
No,
I'm
it
good.
shouldn't.
Is everything just flopping in the wind?
Oh. We're going to the D tomorrow and going to watch a couple gentlemen bowl. We're all going to be wearing thongs. You in?
Is that Filbert right there?
It is.
I have not seen you in 5.5 years.
How is-
And a thong? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
I think about 5 minutes before Filbert's first ass raping. What's going on?
What is going on here?
I
You just dropped the mic?
think he's storming out.
What?
Glenn McNary, everybody.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He's gone?
He gone.
That was him storming out.
I think he was afraid of the blade, in my opinion.
Well,
Or is it afraid of Filbert?
I think you got made very uncomfortable by all the discussion of his attire.
Yeah, he doesn't like wearing thongs.
Oh.
Well, now he's going to come by without a
I
goddamn
was just trying
stitch.
to make him a part of the gang.
If you look, his clothing is a little bit tattered, like he doesn't wear it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we have to strip to make him feel comfortable, or how's this
That
work?
son of a bitch.
I don't know if anything can make him
Are we
feel
going to do a
comfortable.
naked podcast?
Nope.
You wish.
I don't.
I don't wish anything.
There can only be 3 of us on there because I only have the licensing to blur out 3 things. So 2 you
I
be
got
on that
one.
show.
Well, then I'm going to be one because it's going to be a big blur. So
Yeah.
So 1, 1.5.
just give Junior. Just
Did
give
Blake
Junior.
just say a half? Did he point at me?
Yes.
Just give
Yeah,
Junior
motherfucker,
a
man.
Walter can.
Yep. I am now going to tell Pops about your blade incident. Then I love that guy too.
What?
Your dad about MSU. when you had to shit and cut off your
thing to
drawers.
What?
What a horrible thing to say about
Why? You know what? You know what's a horrible thing?
What?
Fucking Glenn left my bust.
It was looking at me over here, so I put it by. It's staring at Adam right
Yeah,
now.
but he had it in his pocket. It was real gold. Now it's on Adam's fucking desk. Fuck, I ain't worth shit.
I'm staring at you, Junior.
He must have.
I don't know how to do this either. I can't look at myself.
You're looking at yourself while you're looking at
That
yourself.
sucks.
So guess,
Dude, Glenn McNary, guys.
Guess what I did while Glenn McNary was on?
Pooped.
Yeah.
Bidet?
Bidet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You seem fresher.
I needed it.
Summer Eve fresh or?
I'd say 8.5 out of 10, maybe 9. I needed longer. I
You
think.
did the front?
No, I didn't hit the front. I didn't hit the front
You would have
blast.
loved it.
But yeah, here we are. So I thought Glenn would be on for longer, but you guys pissed him off. He stormed out. Literally
I said
stormed out
nothing.
here.
He was making fun of me. If anybody's pissed off, it's supposed to be
So
me.
for what it's worth, too, the
Yeah.
exact same time that Glenn McNary stormed out of here
Yeah.
is when Scooble gave up his first hit of the game.
That son of a
I
bitch.
shit you not. I shit you not.
No.
Damn it, we pissed off
I
the
shit you
storm
not.
Do
guy.
we ban Glenn? We can't ban Glenn.
No.
No. You guys need to keep him here longer. You needed to
Yeah,
keep
I
him
was
here
just
for
gonna
longer.
say, all the
you,
insults,
Blade.
all the insults.
God
you
damn
do
it,
to
it's
him?
my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
But it's
Glenn,
okay.
I apologize.
Through 5, Scooble's given up 1 hit, no runs. Tigers lead 9-0.
How
So
many Ks?
let me look. So I think you gotta pitch him one more inning and then pull him out of there. 4 Ks, 5 innings, 1 hit, 4 Ks, no walks, only 54 pitches.
Oh my god!
But pitch him in the 6th and then
Pitch a
let
whole
him-
No,
game.
pull 3 more innings.
Why?
How many did Mize go last night? You can't go to the bullpen.
Well, he lost anyway.
I know,
Yeah,
but
Mize was
when did they go to the
garbage. He's
bullpen?
fucking trash.
Here we go.
Fuck that guy. Worst number 1 pick ever.
Here we go.
I thought it was Torque last year.
It was.
Torque's soon behind him.
Torque's got 5 home runs. He didn't hit the
Yeah,
5th
he's
home
gonna
run
finish
last
the
year
season
until
with-
August
he's gonna
22nd.
Finish the season with 11 and be a piece of shit.
Here we go. I miss Glenn.
Yeah, I already missed Glenn too.
Glenn, come back.
Glenn?
Baby,
Glenn.
come back.
Glenn.
Baby, come back.
You can blame it all on them.
It's Junior's fault. Oh, hi, Junior.
So I guess so. You say
pissed off
let
the storm
Scooble
guys.
rip until he gets into trouble. Then
54 pitches in the 5th inning?
54 pitches through 5.
Dude, that's way above average.
Yay!
No,
Thank
it's-
you,
yeah.
Adam.
10, 11, it's 9-0.
baby, come back.
Fuck yeah.
Look at that, it's Torquey.
Here's Torque right
And
now.
watch him unleash a bomb when it's 9-0. Way to go, Torque, when it matters.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he's been knocking it out lights out lately.
I know he's been good. I fucking need a drink.
What an asshole Phil
Have another
is.
pirate water.
Yeah.
Need another beverage?
Give me another pirate water. I guess.
Atta boy.
My god, he's gonna rip this motherfucker.
Dude, the Miami Vice is actually really good.
No, it's not.
That's your
Baby,
opinion.
come back.
No, it's the
I
sex
bet you're
on
gonna
the,
look at JTK right now and he looks really good.
the sex on the beach
Fuck
was
you,
terrible.
Junior.
What?
You can
Sex
blame
on
it
the
all
beach is a
on
terrible one.
me.
That's
Sex
the
on
one
the
that
beach.
tastes like new car.
That's the one that's like a disinfectant.
Coconutty.
Oh,
Put
that's
the
Miami-
lime
that's
on the
Miami
coconut.
Vice. Woo!
Woo! Ric Flair would say what?
Anyhow,
You know what? Since we're talking about, it's not a sports podcast.
All right.
I know, and everybody's going to chime in
it's
on
also
this.
not a good podcast.
It's a great podcast. We had Glenn McNary on.
Touche.
Well, it was good for a little while.
This is
When we had Step Phil on.
this is the 232nd consecutive week we've recorded podcast.
True.
And also episode number 654.
That was
664.
664.
No, six.
My
six.
God,
Episode
you-
664.
How many pirate waters do you have?
Just one.
Oh,
Who?
Bill.
He's
that
not
good.
more than one, is he?
I've only had one pirate
That
water.
gong,
but
gong,
I've had
gong.
several other drinks.
I
I
have to commend it to that beautiful redhead over there. She did wear a low cut mid-drip shirt last week to try to fuck with, make John
Make
die
it
of
feel
heart
better.
attack. It made him
Holy
blow
shit,
better.
did you see what just happened in the game?
Oh my! Such bullshit.
So, They were
Salvatore Dali.
They were unflappable.
Oh, it screwed up already on me.
Good.
They were unflappable in that first game last week, man. They were on a mission. And
We caught him in the 10th frame. It sucked.
You gave it to him.
dude, I tried. I really
All right.
tried.
Let's just change the subject.
So I'm pissed because I only threw a 150 and I should have thrown a 170. So
No shit, you should have.
it's on me. It's on me.
Your manager's pissed.
you think Glenn would coach bowling?
Not that team.
There he goes. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
So
'Cause I hate my coach.
next year we'll get different shirts because we
Why?
got to leave these ones in the past. We didn't win with them.
They're great shirts.
These aren't
Yeah, but now
championship shirts.
It's got to be 360 Radio Network shirts
360.
or 360 Sports Network. Yeah.
360
Some
Sport. What do you
tailgate.
want them to look like? Do you want them something different?
Palm Street Studio. Fucking
Purple.
yeah. Let's do purple. Barney's awesome.
Fine.
I love you.
You love me.
I will. Wait.
Let's be. Let's
We
be.
will spring for new bowling shirts for the team next year. We need them. You can't. These got to be left in the past. It's
What?
time to frame them, hang them up.
The Palm Street Studio ones?
Yeah, they didn't win. We didn't win a
I
championship.
only wore it 3 times.
No, just,
But now it's a keepsake. It's a memory.
so what you do is
Didn't win. Commemorate.
Gigi never wore one.
It's a memory of your failure
Okay.
to perform.
Failure.
so next year you should go with bowling pants, sponsored by Lucky Beehole Productions.
Ooh.
Yes.
And just have a shamrock right on the butthole.
Yeah.
No,
That'll distract John.
we need the B with the arrow going into it,
Right.
What
No,
vehicle does John drive?
Pointing down.
I don't know. I don't know.
and a shamrock right on the crotch.
Oh, yep. All right. So we
But
will. All
Junior-
right.
hey, to
All
be
right,
fair-
we will keep the shirts. We will keep
be fair.
To be fair, we will get the Grumpy Gorilla shirt.
He needs
we'll
one.
get the Blade shirt.
Yes.
And we'll get Adam one that fits.
Yeah.
And we will
On the back of Blades, I want fucking Jim Belushi on there with samurai fucking.
No, that's on the name on the name thing, not on the back.
I know. I wanted to
Instead
have
of a
Blade.
name, it's going to be Jim.
Jim Belushi, the
John
Samurai
Belushi.
Deli. Yes. So
was it
to be
again?
fair though,
To be fair.
the shamrock on the front, Junior should only have 3 leaves.
Two.
Well, no, the other ones have 4. Just got to be missing 1
Sold.
Oh, good lord.
to be
This is
anatomically
going to
correct.
cost me a lot, but that's okay.
Bullshit. I don't want to do this to myself.
Could you imagine state tournament next year with those?
I can't imagine
our
nothing
shirts-
right now.
Our shirts.
Fuck
and
you, fuck
the
Adam,
lucky
fuck all of
beehole
you.
and the shamrock right in
Except for my
front.
beautiful girlfriend.
You say fuck your beautiful girlfriend?
I did not. I said, everybody go fuck yourself except for my beautiful girlfriend.
Hey.
Well, you can still take care of that.
What about Mary?
Well, okay, if you want to overcompensate and be a dickhead, we'll put 5 leaves on your shamrock then and 4 on everybody else's.
There you go.
That way
Allow it.
that way you can catch up to the rest of us.
Catch up.
I'm just trying to set you apart as the person who
Stop
ranks
talking.
highest on the team this year.
Yep.
Junior with
I'm
his
a
He's
runner-up.
the state
I'm a runner-up.
runner-up.
Runner-up champion.
You should be the fucking.
How did my coach do?
That's
No, you're the Grand Reserve champion.
Remember,
You
I
should be
told
champion.
you.
I've
I've been used to it.
I wanna-
Everybody's got 2, and I
you
get
do your
I get
research
beat
yet?
by 2 pins.
have not.
Finally, for one, 2
it's odd.
represents you.
Yep.
There's no way.
There's no way. No way.
Yeah,
no
did you investigate
fucking
that?
way.
No way.
My coach
I'm gonna ask
investigated
about it. I'm going to call him this weekend.
You better.
$7,000 at fucking 2 pins.
Angrily.
I lost $7,000.
What a bunch
Seriously?
of assholes.
No,
Oh,
it just sounded good.
So now, if you want to leave Scooble in there, he's in trouble now. He's got runners at first and second with 1 out.
There you go.
9-0 still.
Still 9-0, but
Yeah.
he's at 5.1, 3 hits now.
Wait a minute.
How many points is that?
92.
Got him on my team.
Me too. Getting
So if he allows a run in this inning, you pull him out and you get the bullpen in there.
I like when you guys pull out. All right, I got a little thing.
You got a little thing?
I got a little thing.
That's not
Oh, we
shocking.
know you do.
No, it's actually above
God damn
average.
it, fucking pirate water. God damn it.
Right?
Yeah. Incredible Hulk.
Hey!
Ayo!
So
Ayo!
Power move.
I know Blade.
You're a dick.
You follow sports a lot. We're gonna go around the table, but Anybody watch the Masters this weekend?
Yes.
Sunday? Watch the last
Some
couple?
of it.
Yes.
We golf, but Rory came at and fucking just shined and won a green jacket.
Yep.
He fucking just annihilated on the playoff hole. He was just there. He was in the zone. So he finally won a great athlete, and he won a green jacket. I want to go around the table and say, like in the four major sports, who needs to do that this year? Who in football, basketball, hockey?
Oh. Okay.
Name me one or two athletes off the top of your head.
Yep.
We're going to start with, we'll leave football for last. Let's go with hockey right now. Who do you think needs to rise up and needs to be a champion in hockey? JTK, go.
I don't know anybody in hockey. I'm sorry.
I thought that was your sport.
Fuck it. The Red Wings suck. Who cares?
I know.
Speaking of the Red Wings, Larkin.
Are you coming to me though?
Blade, you got an answer?
Not in hockey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Connor McDavid.
That's
no other answer. I mean,
he's been
the
a
best player
scoring
in
champion for the last
Yeah.
couple years, except for Ovechkin.
Yeah.
I think McDavid's my
McDavid's-
choice.
Well, I mean, he's branded as a loser. It's what his 12th or 13th year in the league, and
I think it's 11th or 10th or 11th.
he hasn't even sniffed the cup.
Nope,
Man.
not at all. Good choice. That was my pick.
All right. Well, there we go.
How about let's go to basketball right now, and this was a tough one. I got two on this one.
Basketball.
Basketball, NBA.
That no basketball.
You started.
Like
Yeah.
so you're saying somebody overdues have a long
That-
career, and
And needs to win a championship to prove his name.
If anybody says Chris Paul, I will dick slap.
I'll tell you something right now. Dick slapped me right now because that was my first choice, and I got one more. And you can't pick anybody else. And he's got to be an active player. And was my first choice.
I'm trying to think of guys that haven't won titles. All the big names have won titles. Other than that,
My other player.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Hold on. Give me a minute.
Sure.
I'm trying to think of other. I'm cycling through all the guys in the NBA right now. They've all won titles. I mean,
Not one.
Butler's won a title.
Yeah, because there's no parity in the NBA. That's why
Durant's
they won
won a
titles.
title.
Yep.
The NBA is
Tell me when you want me to
garbage.
give you a hint.
All right.
It is.
My favorite player, not really, on their team. Just join their team.
Just join their team.
Who's my favorite player in the NBA? Cocksucker.
LeBron.
Yep.
He's already won
Why?
a bunch of championships.
Not LeBron,
Oh,
who joined the Lakers.
yeah.
Luka.
Yeah, Doncic, yeah.
Been an MVP a couple years.
Now he's a loser, though.
Well, I'm just saying this is his opportunity to make that. That's my second choice.
Because the only
That's the
He
only
won't,
choice.
though. He won't,
the
though.
only,
I hope not.
the only player besides him and Paul that's deserving of a championship with how they've played,
Sure.
but he's still young, is Cunningham.
Yeah.
Yep.
At this
Yeah.
point, yeah.
But
A
for
couple
the
more
record-
years.
but for
Because
the-
everybody else that's played at that level has won a championship.
Cunningham hasn't played a whole season.
Yeah.
He's also been.
He's having the best fucking year in his career right now.
He's also been hurt.
Sure.
What little bit that I followed the NBA just makes me hate everybody.
Sure.
And hope that none of them win.
It's a no defensive league.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
terrible. Terrible to watch.
Yeah, like when I saw like the score, it was like 140 to 133 overtime. I was like, what the
I
fuck?
say this all the time to you guys. Back in the day when the bad boys played, overs and unders, if you're a gambler, were 160, 170 average.
Right.
Right now, the average over and under of a betting
300.
is 260, 230. I'm just saying
ridiculous.
220, 230.
Back in the day, in the 90s and like early 80s, 90s, over-unders would be what, 150,
Yep.
160? per
Absolutely.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would,
Like, I remember the Pistons winning like 83 to 72. and you're like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
The
That was-
going to work Pistons, like they held everybody under 80.
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So Scooble's bases loaded for Scooble in the bottom of the sixth. He's got
And take
two
him out.
outs.
So to answer
He
your
is
question, Junior,
fine.
I say Cade Cunningham because like he's played his ass off this year despite his injuries.
But has he played a full season yet?
He's also been hurt.
Right. No, I totally agree with you. I can't include him being slappy. All right, let's go to baseball. I got two guys.
That need to win a championship yet.
I'm just to prove their point. I mean, granted, all these sports that we're talking about right now is a team event.
Well, the biggest one in my brain, Mike Trout.
There's one.
Mike Trout, hands
Yeah.
down.
Yep.
One of the greatest.
And they're in
hitters,
first place right now.
one of the
Angels.
greatest hitters of the generation.
And he's hitting a ton.
Really, a poor man's Pujols. But he is prone to injuries. But the Angels are just such a terrible organization. They had Ohtani with him.
Sure.
And they fucking didn't even keep that core together.
Right.
How do you not win a World Series with Ohtani and fucking Trout?
Right.
Anyway,
Trout's on the-
Trout's mine, yeah.
And I have one more for you, but go ahead there.
Mike Trout, I 100% agree with.
Yep.
You know, at this point, I would love to see. He's not probably earned it yet, but Scooble needs to win one. The Tigers need to do something.
Scooble will. It's just hopefully it's with the Tigers.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for.
I'm not going to slap you with baseball yet, but there's one more. Do you have anybody in baseball?
No, I agree with that. What they said.
Riley
So,
Green is a superstar.
130 last 30
Torque,
at-bats.
I hope Torque keeps coming along.
Sure.
And
Torque's young yet.
Mize has got to pull his fucking head out of it.
Like I told you earlier, Torque just hit his 5th home run.
Right.
Back-to-back days.
By the way, Scuba got out of that without allowing any runs into the 6th.
Bringing him back again.
So one
only at
note
70-some
on
pitches.
one note on Mize, he has done a good job this year.
Sure he has.
The last game against the Yankees, can't fault him for that.
No.
There was no bats behind him whatsoever.
Okay, so other player in championship in my brain, I got a second one,
I have a second one.
and that's Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Nope.
with Toronto. Just signed that
Be
big contract.
better. 500 million.
Yeah.
15 years. 14 years.
Wait, is that American or Canadian?
Yeah.
Yes.
Loonies,
They
$14
never
million
tell you.
in
They never
loonies.
tell you. They never tell you if it's Canadian or American dollars.
Yeah.
That's Blade. That's
I never forget.
that's probably the 4th most brilliant point ever brought up on this podcast.
Well, true.
Good point.
Unfortunately, you can't correct the top 3.
Anybody else in baseball, JTK?
No.
I'm going with Judge.
Oh.
You know,
So what? Say 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. They've both been in the league the same amount of
he's
time.
been how many
Yeah.
times MVP?
Yeah.
The Silver Slugger Award.
Yeah.
You know,
But he also was a Yankee.
true. You think I want to bring this up?
What?
It's a team event, but Judge needs to fucking bring it up and win a championship.
Well,
So
They buy and pay their fucking.
So speaking of Yankees, greatest player in your mind that never even sniffed the championship
Dan Marino.
in baseball?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yankee?
Yes, yeah, he's a Yankee.
Active?
No,
Mickey Mantle. Or Lou-
Mantle had championships.
Lou
Yeah, you
Gehrig?
got championships. Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly, okay.
Yeah,
How many years did he play with the Yankees?
played with the Yankees for 14 or 15 years.
How many rookie cards you got?
Of Don Mattingly,
Yes.
a couple, like
Couple? 1,000? 100?
a couple. Yeah.
Okay.
Shh. What are you, fucking cop?
Yep. All right, let's go to football. I got 2 there.
Like current?
Kelvin Johnson.
No, current.
Active.
Current.
Active.
Sanders.
Active players.
Active
Yep.
players?
That needs to shine up and fucking win a championship in the Super Bowl. Raise that cup.
Oh,
Oh shit.
fuck. What's his nuts? Quarterback for the Bills.
Oh, Josh
Allen?
Allen.
Yeah, Allen. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
That's
Solid,
pretty-
solid
Yep,
choice.
Yeah.
but
Adam.
it's the Bills' curse. I mean,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
4 in a row kicker.
yeah,
Laces out.
wide right,
Yep.
bitches.
Yeah.
So, for me in football, boy, active player. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Can we s-
other
Got to
than-
win that Super Bowl.
Can we
Hasn't
say
won.
Jared Goff?
You
can say whatever the fuck you
Jared
want.
Goff. It's your
I would
pick.
agree with that 100%.
Jared Goff's been to the Super Bowl once, been to an NFC Championship game or 3 times. NFC Championship game 3
And they
times.
totally blew it against the Commanders.
And this is why that's my runner-up pick and being a slappy. And they traded
Who's your
Stafford.
first pick?
Are we done yet?
Well, okay, go on with Goff.
Goff, they traded him for Stafford. Stafford won the Super Bowl. They needed to get Goff out of L.A. to get his confidence up. I think he did. I think Goff needs to win a championship. I think it's his time. He
Well,
needs.
and
He needs to.
Can we be clear here, though?
Sure.
Yeah.
the last 2 seasons, Goff has not been the problem for the Lions. That's
No.
why they've
No,
failed
no,
in
no.
the
Oh,
playoffs.
he hasn't, man. It's been the defense.
So let's be perfectly clear with that.
He got them out to a huge lead 2 years ago. Last year, that offense did everything they could be expected
Sure.
to do and still fell short
You
because
guys are perfectly
we
correct.
didn't have a defense out there. So
And the year before, that fluke catch, that fumble by Gibbs, right? Gibbs fumbled it. That's not on Goff. Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying more leadership, maybe.
How do you
No,
leadership a guy don't fumble the football?
Hey, I hate to say it in the pros, the quarterback is not the leader of the defense.
True.
It just, that's not the way it works in the pros.
You're right.
The quarterback is not the leader of the defense. Unfortunately, the leader of our defense went down early in the season
You're exactly right.
and couldn't make it back.
That's why I had him at second.
And I believe that I would also say at this point with the way that he's played, as long as he comes back, every video I've seen of Hutch has been phenomenal.
Yep.
Okay.
He would be my number one that needs to win one because
But can I say this?
that window's going to close soon.
Can I say this? I think this year, though, on the defense for the Lions, being a slappy, there's co-leaders on that defense, and that's Brian Branch, and that's Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, and I think Thor is going to come in big as a leader on that defense because he kind of had to take over.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was all that was left.
Yep.
Yep.
And when he came back, he was fucking amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So
I think you just got a bounty of leaders. Health matters. The window is shrewd, and honestly, the Lions have to make some noise this year, or figure some things out in the offseason.
They got to start in the
They got
draft.
2, maybe 3 years left. That's their window.
If and that's tight, but you're right. You're right.
well, I don't know. I just watched some stuff today.
The year they lost and they blew that NFC Championship game was the year. That was the year, and I hope. I mean,
Well,
They
no,
dominated,
I will say last
dominated
year,
that first half.
No, I'll say last year was their year, and they let that freaking team come in and just walk all over them. I'm sorry.
well, and here's my biggest fear. If you want to know my biggest fear, and I have actually dreamt about this, actually probably a dozen times in the last 3 months. This rule change is going to go through about reseeding, and it's going to fuck the Lions over. Mark my word. Even though it's another change of rules inspired by the Lions getting fucked over, the reseeding is going to fuck the Lions at some point because the NFL is going to agree to it because it is bullshit.
Yep, they wanted it in Green Bay. Tush
Right.
push too.
So the touch push is no concern.
I'm just saying.
I don't care.
But I'm just saying, how many rule changes have the Lions inspired in the
lot.
last 20 years that we know of? A ton,
A ton.
in the NFL that they've gotten fucked over. So they said, we need to reconfigure these rules. But this reseeding one's going to grab them in the ass. Mark my words. So mark this podcast, mark my words. This reseeding one's going to fucking grab them in the ass.
Well,
Win the games on your schedule, I guess.
That's the point. You just got to win. You got to win. I mean,
anybody else have any NFL picks?
I think Justin Herbert needs to win one.
No.
he's a good quarterback. He's a damn good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. I don't know that he hasn't really had the support behind him, I guess.
No, but I'm just saying he's a good quarterback. He needs to win one, though. I feel like, and like not now, but like 3-4
And
years from now.
honestly,
yeah.
if you would have asked me this before this last season, Saquon Barkley would have been on the list. But
Oh, yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Good call.
yeah,
So the question was, who needs to win a championship?
Who's got to step up right now and, get up and win a Super Bowl?
Well, I would have said Kirk Cousins until he got hurt, but that's just to justify
Kirk
his age.
Chains.
But
See,
My
here's the
other-
thing, though. With Kirk Chains, I just have never seen him as a elite quarterback.
I like him.
Oh, I
He's
do too.
never
I think
been,
he's a
he's never
solid-
been an elite quarterback.
Solid dude, solid leader, solid quarterback. I just don't think he can take anybody to the province.
Do you
No.
realize he's the second highest earning quarterback in the history of the NFL?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know that
You know
now.
who's first now? You just mentioned his name. He was the Lions quarterback for a long time.
Stafford.
Yes.
Yep. My number
Which
one
is
pick.
Sad because he's on the downward slide.
Sure.
Right.
But he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you only have to win one.
My two-time MVP, fucking is Lamar.
Oh, hey, I got another one. Joe
Lamar
Burrow.
Jackson, yes.
Joe Burrow.
That's my pick. Joe
Yeah.
Burrow's on my honorable mention.
Yeah, Joe Burrow needs to win one.
You
but
are-
you want to know
thank
something?
you so much.
You want to know something? Cincinnati's organization is such ass. I don't think he ever will.
No, it seemed like being a
So there's
Cleveland Brown.
Okay, here's the thing. How the fuck are the Bengals? They should have won at least 2 Super Bowls.
Should have.
Bungles.
With that, look at Burrow is fucking amazing. That receiving core is amazing. The running game they've had is amazing. The line they have is amazing. Defense has been very serviceable. How the fuck have they not won anything? It's that's the biggest travesty in the NFL right
Yeah.
there. Joe Burrow's the
I
answer.
had Burrow's on honorable mention.
Burrow is the answer.
I think he wants out.
I totally forgot about that.
Joe Burrow's the answer.
Like,
Joe
the
Burrow's
crazy
the
thing is
answer.
though, because like Cincinnati is such like bad, like in a bad position, like franchise wise. Like after this year, that might not be an organization after this year. They might be like in a different city.
Yeah, you're going to Ohio.
Fuck you.
What? I'm just saying.
So
You'll never win a championship again either.
I do have to say, of all the places I've ever been in Ohio, besides a Waffle House, the least objectionable place I've ever been is Cincinnati. So
I bowled in a Hoinky tournament in Cincinnati and came in 3rd place there.
right,
But yeah, so Joe Burrow, there you go.
that's the answer.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
I said
about
Lamar. I said Lamar.
Lamar, Burrow, Josh Allen. Those are your 3 right now.
that. Yeah.
Jared Goff, I don't think the body of work. Yeah, I guess it is. He's got the same tenure as all those guys.
Yeah.
But he switched teams, and those 3 guys.
Right,
have not.
but the switching of the teams, like I said, they wanted to bring.
Okay, so round robin right now. Go ahead and make your point. They wanted to bring.
They wanted to bring Goff to Detroit and Stafford to LA. And the reason why they brought Goff to Detroit was to build up his confidence.
Right.
And I don't know if he's done that yet. And
I think he has.
You think when they're chanting Jared Goff at fucking hockey games and baseball games?
yeah. I mean, but have you seen it?
What more does he need to boost his confidence?
Have you seen it?
I mean, they're basically handing him a blue pill and lifting his cock.
Me and you were there.
Up.
We were at Gigi's house.
Right.
For the Commanders game, the playoff game. When he got fucking blasted
Yeah.
on that interception,
Yeah.
did Goff say anything and get up there and get into the rep's face like with his tenacity?
No, he did not.
No, why? But that's what I want. That's
another
what
point. You
that's
want
what I'm
that.
talking
All right.
about.
You want him to turn into a whiny LeBron asshole?
No.
You
I
wanna
want
turn
him to
into
show
Aaron
some fucking
Rodgers?
toughness.
Hey,
I think
I
he
just
shows
got
plenty of
plucked.
toughness.
you want to
Stafford
turn to
did
Aaron
too.
Rodgers?
So yeah, I don't want him to turn into a Mahomes where every time that something doesn't go his way, he
I never
whines
said
and
a
bitches.
complainer, Adam. I never said a complainer.
Okay.
Show some toughness and get up into somebody else's face and
So
say that
I know
you
it's-
mean business.
Okay. I know what you're saying because it really after that happened, it was almost like no one's doing anything about this. Like that was bullshit. That was clearly bullshit, and no one.
That's where I wanted
No one
him to
pitched
be a
fit.
leader.
Right.
Me and you talked about that whole fucking night.
Because remember when Branch, like even when he got ejected, and everything, dual bursts,
Yeah.
like we want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I agree. This I get your point on.
Thank you.
This I get your point on. All right.
So you're not saying you wanted him to jump up and yell at the officials?
Absolutely. No, I'm just getting to their face and tell them that they made a fucking bad call. Should have threw a fucking flag.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
That blindside, that should have been a penalty.
It should have been, but it's not his place to get up and tell them that at that point. It's his place to fire his team up and say, "Don't let those fuckers win the game for us." But I'm sure that on the sidelines,
Trust me,
he
that
did that.
didn't do it. But I've never seen nothing by Goff that would keep their guys in the game. Most of the games, if they weren't in, they weren't in that game.
I guess I kind of disagree with that, but not, not.
All right.
not
So update for the Tigers: up 9-0, end of 7. Scoobles through 7.
Yep.
Only 4 hits, 91 pitches. Let's go round robin to close this one out because we only got about a couple minutes left in this one.
Thanks for
Since it's
participating.
not a sports podcast,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to be very
My bad,
sporty.
I fucked
Hey, Cookie, not a sports podcast.
This year,
Sorry, Cookie.
our Detroit Lions, they play 17 regular season games. They went 15-2 last year.
Soon to be 18.
Let's go round robin. What is their record going to be this year, Junior? And we'll go around the horn. They have the toughest schedule in the NFL, bar none. Toughest schedule in the NFL.
10-7. I haven't even looked at the schedule.
It's the toughest in the NFL.
Sure.
Allegedly, things can change. Teams can be terrible. We didn't think they were terrible, and vice versa.
We were the best.
So the highest winning percentage the prior season. Sorry, let me announce this. Via winning percentage the prior season, the toughest schedule in the NFL if you go solely by winning percentage of opponents in the prior season. What do you got, JTK?
Timeout.
Time out from the game.
We'll come back to you. What do you got?
I'm looking at the schedule.
What's that?
12-5.
12-5. Nice. Adam, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking 13-4.
Oh, jeez. I think 11-6.
So right, all around by one win.
I think 11-6. I think they. So, but here I'm going to caveat this.
No, I'll say 9-8.
Oh,
It would not shock me if they went anywhere from 9-8 to 13-4.
I'm pessimistic.
Yeah.
So I know that their schedule's tough this year,
Well-
but man, they played with a chip on their shoulder last year. They are going to come back this year with a huge chip.
But, okay, outside their division games, they're at Washington, at Philly, at Cincy, at Baltimore, at Kansas City, at LA Rams. That's a
ridiculous
I like
schedule.
9-8 now too.
That's a ridiculous schedule.
That is a ridiculous
That's a
schedule.
hell of a road schedule.
They were, but also you have to realize the past two seasons were the window. So this one, if
Guys, I'm sorry, but they got 2 years.
Gentlemen, hold on. I'm bringing in authority here.
all right,
Okay.
you got it.
Glenn back on?
So I want to welcome to the show, since we're talking about the Lions' window of opportunity here in the playoffs, I've called in a ringer for us. And welcome to the show, Main Event Mike.
Oh, jeez.
Mike, how we doing? Playoffs.
Right?
So, Mike, we're sitting here discussing the window of the Lions for a Super Bowl.
And the gauntlet this season's going to be.
Yeah, this season's going to be a gauntlet. And I know you just finished up a show here a little bit ago, but you got to give us some of your insight into what you feel this year is going to bring.
Well, the window is wide open, folks. The window is wide open, and the reason why is because all of our young core talent is all under contract or soon to be under contract, and the window is open.
So
Go ahead. So we have someone who's going to detract from that. He picks a 9-8 season for.
They can't afford all that.
right, how are they going to do this contractually? How do you?
They can't afford all that. They got 2 years left tops.
Why are
That's
you
it.
yelling at the man? It's not his fault. He's trying to tell you
Because I'm
something.
not slappy.
Oh my God, too many player words. You're done.
We've been feeding him pirate water all night, Mike. I
To be fair, he's
apologize.
had pirate water. Yeah, lots of it.
Oh, my bad. Did I call during the Tourette's episode?
Yes. He's mad he's homeless. He's mad he's living on the border of Ohio.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
And
this guy has practically moved to Ohio by choice.
yeah,
Shut up.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I'll tell you how I can answer his question though, and what he's saying is valid. What has happened here is that Brad Holmes is an absolute Jedi. He's a wizard, and he has hit an unprecedented number of draft picks in the late rounds.
I agree.
And the number of Pro Bowlers, you don't need to agree. It's not an opinion. It's a fact.
Sorry.
That
Sir.
He has tied the record set by the 70 Steelers for most Pro Bowlers or All-Pro players in a 3-year draft span.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All it's going to take is for one of these players to become a Pro Bowler or an All-Pro like Jack Campbell or Jameson Williams or
Nope. Nope.
Go. Yeah.
You
Okay.
lost me at JMO.
So what? So the draft this year. Do you think you got to go defense, right? First round or
Sure.
early, right?
Sorry.
I agree.
Main event. What do you think?
Drafted an offensive lineman in the first round.
Really?
Absolutely.
You think offensive?
I think
Taylor
if
Decker
they go
is old.
if
you
they go
gotta replace
offense,
him.
they're so done.
If they go offense,
Yes.
You got to draft a replacement for Taylor Decker. He got Goff killed in the playoffs.
I like that. Was it Grant? Guy, another
Kenneth Grant.
Yes. He's going to be available in our pick.
Hold on, let's go to our resident expert, Mike. Well, who do you think that they're gonna? What do you think they're gonna pick in the
In
draft?
the first round.
Did we lose you?
I think he.
Don't I get a pushback?
I think it was pissed at JTK.
I hear that affect by people.
Fucking pirate water just does that to people.
Well, I said you lost me at JMO. Fucking just trade him.
You don't think JMO can be an All-Pro?
No, he just trade him. He's nonsense.
You know my opinion on that. As long as he's a stellar athlete.
Yeah. But that may be. He can't stay out of
And I
trouble.
agreed in your podcast when you were with this gentleman, Mike.
Yeah.
I listened to it in the beginning of golf season at the golf course, and you guys had him, and you guys were talking, and I was all aboard with JMO having a 1,500-yard receiving year.
Right.
And I was like, man, these guys are fucking good.
I have a different outlook than you guys on the lines. I'm sorry, but
Well, you're a State fan, so you're pessimistic.
that may be. But anyway,
Let me try and get him back on the.
So JMO, though, the ceiling is, think about this, though, the way he is and the way he can take the top off of a game.
yeah.
There's no reason he couldn't have one of those seasons where he's 1,500 yards,
True.
12 touchdowns. Like, yeah.
Hello?
we got you back. You disappeared on us after JTK accosted you. I wouldn't have been surprised if you hung
That's
up on
okay.
his ass.
It's okay. I kept talking.
Oh, okay. Well, enlighten us. We were
was-
curious as to who
I
you
was
think.
still talking when you called back.
That's why we love you, main event, Mike.
I can
Absolutely.
only imagine the amount of wisdom that you imparted, but unfortunately, we didn't hear any of it.
So we debated about the first round, and it was what? Defense, offense, offensive line, defensive line. What do you think the Lions are going to do, and what should they do in the first round of the draft?
And who we getting?
Yeah.
Well, that one you can't guess, because if you're going to try to guess what Brad Holmes is going to do, it's not going to work.
Right.
No one has been able to guess his draft strategy yet outside of picking Aiden Hutchinson.
That's true. That's very valid. Yeah, that's because he traded up and
When
did a lot of things.
when he drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, it blew everybody's mind. When he drafted Jamison Williams, it blew everyone's mind. When he drafted Sam Laporta and Jack Campbell, all the critics just criticized him for that. So you can't predict what he's going to do. What do I think he's going to do? I think he's going to take the best player available. He said many times, we don't draft for need.
Yeah.
So I think that he's going to take an offensive tackle from North Dakota State named Gray Zabel.
Ooh,
Nice. Well,
Nice.
that's great. You just got
So-
big bonus points with the other side of the table over here. Yeah.
Even though JTK completely blasted you earlier before you went dark on us, he fully agrees with your assessment there, and I can't disagree. Our offensive line has some aging components, and I think that will help.
Did you say BTK?
No, he's,
JTK, not the BTK killer. No.
but we're not sure.
And am I going to have to wait a week to hear the podcast to find out what this Nimrod said about me?
Nope.
No, you'll have to wait till Wednesday.
I am a Nimrod.
Thursday.
You are right
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
no, this
yes.
is Wednesday.
He is a Nimrod, but yes,
Yeah.
this is the Wednesday edition. Yes.
And this is Junior. I think you're brilliant.
Well, there you go.
I do too, for the record.
You know what's too bad? You know what? It's too bad that we got disconnected, because I was validating his point, is
Damn
what
it.
I kept saying when we got disconnected, that the bill is going to come due when you hit on the draft the way Brad does.
Right.
Some of these other teams don't have to worry about that because they miss, and when the contract comes up with a rookie contract, they just let them go.
You're
Our
correct.
guys, you need to re-sign them because they're going to get market value if you let them go. And like he said, you can't keep them all.
Right.
You cannot. You're right.
Which is why we lost Ife Melifonwu, a guy that only played like 17 games total for us since he's been drafted. But it was obvious the physical tools that Brad knows what he's doing when you're talking about evaluating talent. This is the man that found Aaron Donald.
That's
fair.
That's a valid point too. So
I got to ask
And
you.
he's hit on a historic proportion of his hits. He tied the record set by the Steelers in the 70s. And one more Pro Bowler or All-Pro player, and he will set the record for the best 3-year drafting span by any GM in history.
Wow.
And he's going to beat that by getting ahead of the market, just like he did with Amon-Ra, just like he did with Aleem McNeil. He got these guys signed before their time was up, and then other players reset the market, and he was already in it bargains. I mean, look, Jared Goff is now like the 10th highest paid quarterback again.
Right, that's true.
That is true.
We just talked about this. The contracts and ridiculousness, and you're right. Jared Goff, and I said it, and I hope you'll agree. We talked about the last couple of years. Jared Goff is not the problem. So there we go.
But I think there's such a great point here, Phil, that the other guy there is making, is that this guy, you can't pay everyone.
No.
That's true.
No. And that's why the Lions
you can't.
That's why the Lions were hamstrung for so many years of terribleness, is because there was no such thing as a rookie contract, and they had to give Ndamukong Suh, they had to give Stafford, they had to give everybody these huge contracts, and that's why the Lions sucked for so long. So really, the whole rookie contract structure really helped that.
Right, and that, but also you got to figure, as these players like Myles Garrett, who gets $40 million now as a defensive end, he's reset the market. It's still a numbers game. It's the percentages.
Right.
It's the percentages, and as those contracts go up, so does the salary cap. But what doesn't change is your quarterback is still getting 15 to 18% of your salary cap, no matter what you pay him, whether that's $100 million or $200 million. It's still got to be 18% of your salary cap. That's how these bean counters figure it.
That's how it works.
And then when you get, that's right. And then when you get guys like Jerry Jones, who pays his quarterback $60 million, who's now getting 23% of the cap, now it's causing a problem. And when Deshaun Watson signed his contract with Cleveland, all of the owners dug in their heels and they said, we are not paying a guaranteed contract like that. This is going to be an outlier. It is not going to be the standard. And these guys have it all under control. That's why some people say the salary cap is a myth, because they always find a way to work it, kick the can down the road. And Brad Holmes has been fortunate he hasn't had to do that yet. We are still under the cap by $40 million.
Jeez.
So
I didn't know that either.
No, this is all valid. And as you said, and not only are we under the cap, but it's going to increase next season, as you said, their main event, Mike. So that's the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And the percentages aren't going to change. The bottom line is you can't have 4 of your players eating up 50% of the cap the way Dallas is going to when they pay Micah Parsons.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Super valid.
If Dallas would have paid Parsons before the Myles Garrett deal, they'd have saved $10 million at least.
Wow.
Once again, super valid. Absolutely.
Another question for you is, we were talking about, what do you think is the future with Detroit for JMO?
Well, Brad already said they're probably going to pick up his 5th-year option. They have a deadline of April 21st, I believe it is, to be able to pick up the option.
Yep.
And that it coincides, which will coincide as the week before the draft, so that they get everything lined up and in a row. It's the same with the with everything. They've got to get everything ready for the draft, where they can't look at prospects anymore. They've got to tender offers to the unrestricted free agents. That all has to get done before the draft.
So, in my mind, I like picking up his option because I don't want to have to play against the guy.
It seems low risk, high reward.
Yeah, but they have no choice.
Yeah.
They have no choice. The only choice is to franchise tag him after the 5th year. They can do that, but then you got to give him the top 5 at the position, which would be $5 million now.
Right.
So that's not even an option for a wide receiver too. And he's a game changer. He's a wild card. He's the joker on the chessboard, no doubt about it. But we just can't give you $25 million. If somebody else is going to, Well, good for that kid then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I agree.
I do too. And I'm totally.
I mean,
against.
let's face it. They can come up with something. They could pay him early rather than pick up his 5th-year option. It wouldn't surprise me if they do like a contract like they did with Jordan Love, where rather than pick up his 5th-year option, let's give you a 2-year extension right now.
right.
So you can buy mom a house, you can go buy a new car and a new gun, JMO, and a bunch of fireworks and blow your fingers off.
And then catch footballs with your
Right?
nubs.
They could absolutely do that. They could absolutely do that and give him $15 million for 2 more years, and then we'll see if you can earn that, and then we'll see if we've run Amon-Ra into the turf. So I fully expect that they will draft a wide receiver in this draft, whether that be 4th or 5th round. I don't know. We've got a couple of compensatory picks in the 3rd round. So there's a lot of picks there for the Lions. Brad could definitely package up those picks and move up, but I don't think he'll do that in the 1st round this year. I think he'll do that in the later round.
Right. So, all right. So the comparison in my brain with JMO is Kenny Galladay. Honestly, I'm not going to lie.
Apples and oranges.
You think so?
Yeah,
Apples
I
and
agree with
oranges.
that. That's
Oh,
apples. and
yeah,
oranges.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Completely different skill sets, completely different body type.
But how about the end result, though?
Well, he got traded to
What do
the
you
Giants,
mean
the poor
he missed it?
bastard.
He ended up terrible. He got
traded to the Giants.
so that's
And where is he?
yeah.
Yeah, he's out of the league now.
Anyway, JMO, I appreciate him. He's got a huge, as you said, skill set.
Come on,
So,
that's not even
so
fair.
would it behoove for the Lions for him to fuck up again and they hold that against him for a contract?
Yeah, but if he fucks up one more time,
Yeah.
do they get anything out of him?
Holy crap!
Well, I'm saying,
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Holy crap!
I got a question for Mike though. I mean,
Kenny
it's kind
Galladay, he got traded to the Giants. That's no man's land.
of like off the subject, but
Oh my god!
I just want to know what he feels because you know how I felt about
Right.
like coaches talking to after we're in the 1st round and have a 1st round bye. And what's your do you like coaches during the playoffs, Mike, talking to other teams?
Oh, about your contracts and
Yes.
signing? You mean assistant coaches?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I think that anyone who says it wasn't a distraction is a fool.
I agree. 100%. This podcast, everybody here agrees. We've brought it up big time.
I totally thought it was. We had a
it's
1st round
bullshit.
bye.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Look,
Mike.
man, I know we idolize these guys, and I know they make millions of dollars, but they're just dudes like me and you, right? They're
Yeah.
just guys like me and you.
Yeah, who
And-
love
and
sports.
Imagine yourself in that position. I could be the head coach of the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
I could be the fucking head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. I mean, how are you not thinking about that?
So, the thing is though, is you know that when they were going through all that and just the performance in the game, it was like, man, what are these guys
Seems so
thinking?
much like
and
going through the motions. Going through
Right,
the
but
motions.
one more point on that. One more point on that is no matter what Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn were thinking about in the offseason, it wasn't Ben Johnson that let the ball bounce off his face mask in San Francisco, right? It wasn't Aaron
just said
Glenn
this.
that threw an interception against the Washington Redskins. So, yeah, I think it was a distraction. Anybody who says it wasn't a fool, but I just don't think it played that much into it. I think if you play that game again in Ford Field, the Commanders are going to win 6 or 7 of them against that defense.
Sure.
No,
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree
But
too.
I do think that Aaron Glenn was over there on the surface, like swiping through, looking at Ferraris. I'm just saying.
No, and Tinder too.
Yeah. Yeah, he was picking out a
Tinder,
bitch
back and
for the
forth
night.
between Tinder and Ferraris.
Right. And he said, hey, I seen Justin Fields. He looks like a Ferrari. You can sign him to my team. Right after he was made coach, they named Justin Fields the quarterback. And no one really said anything about that. But I always thought that was interesting because Aaron Glenn faced him 6 times. So if your GM comes to you and says, what do you think about getting Justin Fields? And you played him 6 times and you think he's a bum, he's not coming to your team.
Right.
Fair.
At that point, though, I think he was just like,
if Aaron Glenn makes Justin Fields what Bears fans always hoped he would be, it would be so poetic.
Well,
Sure.
Yeah.
He's not going. What he's thinking is, I don't want to be with the Jets for more than a couple of years anyways.
Right.
So I'll just burn this fucker down, and then maybe Detroit gets him back as a DC on a discount.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of Lions fans were happy that Aaron Glenn was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked him.
Oh,
I did too, but I didn't think that he was a true sportsman. I mean, we all love sports, and we all love competition, and had the best record, 14-2, right?
15.
15-2,
15.
and and being just debacled by Washington, I would want to
Debacled?
Yeah, fucking debacle. You were fucking crying like eating that hot sauce that night.
I don't think I was crying.
You
because of
were
that.
pretty close.
But anyway.
But
I don't know, man.
I would
don't
want to
see
come
it.
back.
I don't see that we got truck sticked. We only lost by one score. The
Yeah.
thing is our defense just could not stop them.
Not
they
at all.
couldn't stop us either.
Yep.
All right. Can I?
They could have. I mean, look at the
Yeah,
plays
valid.
we made in that game.
Yeah.
J-Mo's incredible reverse for a touchdown. Sam Laporta with a one-handed miraculous
Awesome
catch in the
catch.
end zone for a touchdown. Awesome. And the running game was on. I mean, we were putting it up. We were lighting them up. We just couldn't stop
But they
it.
went away from the running game. That's the problem.
I
We were dying.
agree
We
with that.
stopped them on the
I
first
think-
series,
I
and we
think-
didn't stop them the rest of the game.
They should have.
Yeah,
they
well,
should have
listen to
started
this,
J-Mo,
though.
not Montgomery, at the beginning of that game.
Look, this is going to be my take on my show next week, so you guys keep it under wraps. Fortunately, no one listens to this show, so I think I'm safe.
I'm listening to you. You got a lot of valid points.
So I gotta ask though, and I gotta share something.
But-
Go ahead. What's your take?
Okay, go ahead.
Go. What's your take? I want to hear that first.
I smoked too much pot. I forgot.
To be fair,
So all right. So you were about to give us the take, or you have.
He was about to.
No, I forgot what it was.
Anyway,
I got
talking
a
about
million
the- I was
takes,
talking
but I
about the
forget
run
which
game.
one you had me on.
so I gotta
Oh,
say.
I know what it was.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know what it was.
All right.
So your great point is when the Lions went away from the run game, right?
Yes.
In that game. I'm going to tell you right now that timing coincides when Amik Robertson broke his arm.
Yeah. No, that's adequate. Yeah, that's true.
When everybody watching on television and in the stadium knew that arm was broken, and that took the wind right out of the Detroit Lions. He was not Amik too. He's all we got left.
Yeah. I feel that.
And
I feel that. That's
when
valid.
he went
it is
down,
valid.
When he went down, then it became a sense of urgency because the air went out of the team, and all of a sudden, Kendall Vildor, everyone looked at Kendall Vildor and said, "It's on you now, buddy."
And Vildor did not deliver.
nope.
Dildor? Yeah.
So that is two intrinsic points about that game. They went away from the run because they got desperate when Amik went down.
Yep.
That, to me, all Lions fans, it started to become a reality. We aren't going to win this game.
For me, it felt like there was, when they started to bring in David Montgomery a lot, I felt like it felt rushed. Like he's not really ready to be here. And I was waiting for the other shoe to fall at that point. When they started bringing him in and handing the ball to him, I'm just like, just give it to Gibbs. It's been working.
It was so predictable when they had him in, though.
Yeah, and slowly work him in. And I just felt that to me, that was the turning point in the game, that we don't need to be handing him the ball yet. He's not ready.
You went away from the guy that got you there.
Yeah, and I felt like they should have, I love the whole running back by committee thing, because I think that running back is such a punishing position that having two is such a luxury that are both quality. But he wasn't ready yet. So you keep the young guy in, you keep Gibbs in, you keep pounding it with him. And I think we would have been better off with that. I think that bringing in Montgomery was a mistake as much as they did.
So I love
And
Montgomery.
that falls on to Ben Johnson, the
Right.
steps that he's calling in the offense. So,
Right.
But
yeah, that's a good point.
I love Montgomery, but Gibbs is 1.5 times what Montgomery is at running back. I'm sorry. I just got to
At
say
that
it.
point in the season,
At any point, anywhere.
Well, no, given last year, Montgomery was hurt. He was coming back from
Montgomery's
injury.
still a quality. He'd be a
he's still a
starter
great
on
running
every
back.
team. Yeah.
Yeah, but at that point, Montgomery's your bell cow.
Right.
Or, Gibbs was your bell cow.
Yeah.
Like, you start him in that game. But when Montgomery started that game, it's like, well, that's predictable. Hand the ball to him 3 times. Oh,
Right.
3 and out.
Well, and I just felt like they gave it to him too much.
Exactly.
Put him in there to be a little bit of a distraction. Like, are we going to hand it to him? You know,
Yeah.
are we not? But don't make him the focus of the
and that's
offense.
such a good point too. That's such a good point too, because on that first series, it was blah 1, 2, 3 done.
Yep.
And then Jaden Daniels marched right down the field and scored on us.
Yep.
Now we're behind,
Yep.
and we were behind in the whole fucking game.
Yep.
And it's because of that vanilla first series that he calls. And I don't know if you remember the Lions having a real problem in the third quarter over the last couple of years before last year. And it was the same thing. They just come out flat in the third quarter and run vanilla sets and punt.
And what did I say? I watched the game with Junior here, who's sitting here and I said once they didn't score on that opening drive, even a field goal, and I said, this is going to be a tough game. They're going to be chasing points.
we both
did not say that.
You
I said
started
they're
to say
going to be
that.
chasing points.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
If you could have got one stop, it's a tie game. You could have got 2 stops and we win.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
you couldn't stop anyone.
Yeah.
And like I said,
Couldn't stop a runny nose.
they're chasing points. I got to share one anecdote that I love, and JTK was there. We sat there at Ford Field doing a high school state final, and we were up in Brad Holmes' suite. We got to broadcast the game from, and I noticed in the cooler at the suite there were a bunch of coffee creamers and everything, and I took a Sharpie and I wrote on one of them, "Brad's Don't Touch," because it was the suite that Brad Holmes had been in. So I wonder if anybody had encountered that and looked at it and said, "Wait a minute, nope, I'm not going to mess with this."
Probably did.
JTK, you can vouch for that. I did that. Yes.
I can definitely
Probably
vouch for that.
Yeah. So
I got that on video, actually.
yeah.
That's pretty solid.
So I just want to say that at Ford Field, in the suite that Brad, because we were sitting at did it literally not say Brad Holmes on the phone we were sitting at?
It did, actually. Yeah.
And they're like,
So we went to the cooler, a refrigerator, and like there's a coffee creamer in there. The only coffee creamer in that fridge. And so what does Phil do?
I write, "Brad's, do not touch."
Do not touch. With a Sharpie.
With a Sharpie and put it back in
puts
the cooler.
Back in the cooler.
yeah.
Yeah, and what happened the next week? Brad opens up his fucking fridge. Who the fuck touched my creamer?
I don't like that shit.
I just had to
Was it
share
like
that one.
almond milk or something?
It was almond milk. I just had to share that.
I think to end this awesome conversation about the Lions, why don't you get the schedule out and just go with Mike and see what Mike says that.
That's what I want. That was going to be my next point. So thank you, Junior.
You're welcome.
So we already went round robin here talking about how the Lions' schedule this year is one of the toughest in the NFL as far as previous season winning percentage. What is your prediction as far as record this season in the regular season?
Go down the schedule.
I don't have it in front of me.
I got it. Hang on.
All
You got it right here.
good.
But
He knows
JTK,
it.
I don't even know the
I'm
schedule.
gonna
And I know it's
I'm
tough.
going to go 11 and 6.
I was going to say, main event Mike knows the schedule.
Let's do 2 minutes right now just to see which ones are
Okay,
going to
so
win.
let's go down the schedule. Let's
Just
go
for
down the
Mike.
schedule.
Just for
All
Mike.
I don't have like week to week. I just got the home
Jesus
and away.
Christ, what a bunch of buffoons here.
I got to stop you there, guys. That's 11 and 6 at first glance. You can't make a real assessment until the schedule comes out.
Right.
Which last year was May 24th.
Mm-hmm.
The owners meeting is May 19th.
And the
So
draft.
they are going to. No, I'm talking about the owners meeting after the draft.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so don't yell at me if I said I
Okay.
didn't know what the actual schedule was.
The actual schedule won't come out until a few days after that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
because all of the owners at the schedule get to review it and gripe about it and try to lobby for changes, and it has to be hammered out by the time they leave the resort in Orlando or wherever it is.
God bless you.
So Mike,
And so hold on. So all of that has to be done, and then the schedule will come out, and then you can give an accurate assessment so you can see how many games in a row they have to play. Do I think they're going to beat the Ravens? No. But if the Ravens have to play Buffalo and Kansas City first, then yeah.
Those are valid points.
Oh, wow.
Fair. That's fair.
There's
Yeah.
too many variables. There's too many variables now. But just looking at the brutality of the schedule, I think it's going to be hard to get past 11.
So we went everywhere in our round robin, anywhere between 9 and 13 wins. So yeah. So we're right
That's
there.
good.
Yeah.
Good. Teams that win 15 games never win the Super Bowl.
God bless you. You're right.
Well,
That's fair.
Man, you're amazing.
honestly, for us to go that round robin here with the group of idiots that we have and be that close to your assessment, I feel pretty good about that.
right
Yeah, I
there.
mean, there's too many variables, and when you see that schedule, it's going to become a lot clearer how hard it actually is. You look at the Pittsburgh Steelers last year; they jumped out to first place in their division, but all the hard games were on the back end.
Right.
And if Jordan Love gets hurt, or J.J. McCarthy or Aaron Rodgers plays for the Vikings, there's so many things that it could change the landscape of how the schedule falls.
So I don't see, though, in my mind's eyes, I see this Lions team winning at least double-digit games, but it wouldn't shock me if they won 10 games. It wouldn't shock me if they won 15 again, honestly. That's where I'm at.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, because we have the roster to do it, Phil.
Yep. 100%.
What do you think about the NFC North? I mean, how do you think this plays out?
Oh, man, I think Minnesota getting rid of Sam Darnold and passing on Aaron Rodgers, which, by the way, isn't a done deal.
Right.
No, it's not.
Aaron Rodgers is still out there being a drama queen.
He's going to end up there.
And
He's
trust
going
me,
he's gonna end up there.
He is holding out for the Vikings, and if he can't get the Vikings, he's going to take Pittsburgh.
Either
That's
team
all that's
loses
left.
in that lottery.
That's all that's left.
I'm sorry, having him on your roster is a liability at this point. I think that's just
one
my
school of
opinion.
thought, but is it better than having J.J. McCarthy when you're in win now mode in Minnesota? You got all the weapons. Now you've got the offensive line. You've got a top defense, the best defensive coordinator in the league. Everything's there but the quarterback.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers is at peace.
All right.
Well, I'm 100% sure J.J. McCarthy isn't yet.
I concur with that.
I can
Keyword,
agree
yeah.
with that as well.
Yeah.
I don't think J.J. McCarthy's ever going to be the answer again. He was the answer once. He's never going to be the answer again.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Look at Jaden Daniels, what he did as a rookie. If J.J. McCarthy can pull off anything close to that, Minnesota's going to be real tough.
Jaden Daniels is twice the athlete J.J.
That's
McCarthy
fair.
is.
That's fair. All JJ had to do in college
I-
was sit
I-
back
I
and throw
agree.
15 times, and that was it.
Yeah. I could have been quarterback for that Michigan team and we would have won 10 games.
Exactly.
Then why would Minnesota let Darnold go and just ride with?
We didn't say they were a great organization.
These are valid points. So there is something to be said about a winner, as you said. There's something to be said about a winner. J.J. McCarthy's a winner. Let's see.
Yeah.
You never know.
He's got to play first. Give him a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a great smile on that kid, and he's just a charmer. He'll put butts in the seats. And remember when he was winning the national title and he was meditating in the end zone?
Right.
I was
Yes.
hoping you would say that.
That would be perfect for Aaron Rodgers to go there and mentor him, and they could sun their buttholes together and stuff.
They could dock in the end zone, and yeah, there we go.
So I do have one quick question here before we let you go. Being that we have a couple of Michigan State fans here, have you seen Mel Tucker?
Jesus.
No,
I hear they're looking for him. I hear they're looking
There's a
for him.
bolo out here in Deckerville.
I actually saw him personally on Sunday.
Jesus Christ.
I hear they're looking for him.
Man,
That's
are
all
you
I
guys?
know.
Wait, are you guys picking on Spartan fans? That's like calling a fat kid fat.
That is true, but we're also all fat except for GTK.
And Gigi.
And he's one of the Spartan fans. Anyway,
Man.
thank you, Main Event Mike, for
Awesome
your
words.
insight. Yeah, we love you. And I had to tell a lot of these heathens around here to
Heathens?
get your point. Let you get your point in because I yeah.
He's our friend now?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, anyway.
So
It's better than
Thanks a
you
lot, buddy.
people.
Mike, you've got your show starting. You're going to be Monday nights at 7:00.
That's it? Monday nights at 7 o'clock?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we kind of compete against you, but not really because nobody watches this, like you said.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know, you are the 11th best podcast in Pakistan, right?
Yes. Yes.
Number 2, we made.
Yes,
it to.
you are correct.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you very much. Come
Number
again.
2 in Pakistan.
Cool, come again.
We are listened
well,
to
I'll
by the by all of the gas station attendants everywhere.
Man, Mike, you're
Well,
amazing.
thank-
You are amazing.
So, your show.
Thanks, guys, and thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Hey, anytime. Your show is going to be on Monday nights, and I guess how do we find your show?
It looks like I'm going to get through the draft and wait until the summer's over, maybe, and get it cranked up.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take a step back. Because the draft, once the draft happens, there's a real lull
Yeah,
in the
there is.
season.
Yeah.
And before training camp starts July 21.
All right. So
So,
why don't we?
I mean, there are things on the NFL calendar. I mean, they built a 365-day model now for this league.
they have.
Owners meetings, and then there's free agent signing deadline, and there's
Combine
fifth-year
and,
option deadline, and franchise tag deadline, and and we're already past the combine, and the draft is coming, and there's all these things, and then before you know it, it's July, and it's rookie training camp. So, in that lull there, I'm going to wait, and when rookies report for training camp, I'll be reporting for duty as well.
All right. Well, hey, you're
Well,
welcome.
we're looking forward to it.
And you're welcome.
too.
You're welcome on this show. In the meantime, if you ever want to tell us we're dumb again, because I appreciate that because we are. So yeah.
Oh, no. If all the Pakistani listeners would follow me at Main Event Mike, that would be great, too. That's MANE, Main Event Mike, on all social media.
So there you go. So Pakistanis, mount up.
Light it up.
All I want to do is
No, no.
zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your mic. You're welcome.
I love you guys, man.
Love you too,
All
buddy,
right, buddy,
man.
I'll see you guys later.
All right. Thanks
All
a
right,
lot.
brother.
Hey,
Thanks for
Mike,
calling
love you,
in.
bud. Yep.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, he's amazing.
All right, main event Mike there, and
He really is.
I was gonna say
That's
that.
Maine, MANE.
yes, main event Mike, just like the mane on a lion, and man, he knows his shit.
No,
I mean,
he fucking
I've.
he does.
It's amazing when you're actually with Mike and he gets rolling on the Lions. The amount of knowledge that he will spew out in such a short time,
And it was
blows
great.
your mind.
It was great because one night I was right with him. I was hanging right with him. We were doing great. Adam and I were over at Eric Van Landeham's house. We were in the studio there, and we were hanging out. We were doing great, and all of a sudden I fell off the stool, and that's when I lost it.
I never heard. Did
He
you hear
can
about
vouch for
this?
this, yeah.
So
You guys hear about this?
No,
No.
no, nobody's ever heard about this.
I did talk to Mike earlier. Well, nobody, unless they listened to that episode, and we were all laughing at you falling off the stool. But
right,
when I talked to Mike earlier,
yeah.
him and Eric have not found out about you promising, or have not forgotten about you promising to buy Wagyu.
Yes, I am buying Wagyu. Yes,
So we will be going to the
I have
tiki
not
bar
forgotten about this.
at Eric's this summer.
I have
and
not
cooking
forgotten about
Wagyu.
this. But anyway, I promised it that night, and we were going tit for tat about Lions talk, and I was right there with him. We were sword fighting the best you could ever sword fight, and all of a sudden, I literally fell off my stool.
That will happen to Eric.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! How much would you pay to be there? $5?
10.
A pirate water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
JTK's fucked up.
the one thing about going to Eric's, the one thing
Yeah.
about going to Eric's is he tends to overserve,
Yeah.
both in food and in
And also,
Beverages.
I want to point out,
Yeah.
I did not drive there that night. I rode with Adam. So,
Oh my
To be
lord!
fair.
yes,
To
so
be
we were-
fair,
and that's true too, right?
I'll
my
never
stroked
forget.
out ass had to drive him home.
I know. Adam the whole time's like, "Hey, if I start to stroke out, just there's a defib in the back, or if I have a what do you want to call it? The thing I just jam a wallet in my mouth, and I'm like, okay, I got both those things.
The whole way home, I'm like, Phil, are you cooking toast?
I'm like,
Last year, I was at Huron Shores Golf Course, man. I was working on a Saturday morning, dude,
Yeah.
5, 6 o'clock in the morning, mowing the greens, and I fucking chimed in to this gentleman, and we were talking about it earlier in the episode, and told me that J-Mo would fucking have 1,500 yards last year.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was like, man. And listening to him tonight, man, this guy's brilliant, man. And I would love to meet him and hang out with him. And
He really does know his stuff.
He's fucking awesome.
Get your ass to Tuscola Palooza this year.
Yeah,
Fucking,
right.
what are you, a cop?
So
Shut the
he,
fuck
yeah.
up.
so it's
Oh, I
funny
want to
because
hang out with you.
I
because all I
Blake,
do is
shut the
have-
fuck up.
but it's funny because my stool fall off went something like this. My
Your
legs-
stool? What did the water can say?
When I
Stool, what?
fell off the bar stool,
Oh.
my legs were
it up,
crossed.
stool.
My legs were crossed, and I just kind of went,
Like a princess?
"Oh yeah,
Yeah, he went to get off the stool and didn't take his legs with him.
no."
Oh my God, I
It was
would pay to
brilliant.
see that.
So if you're not having Christmas, come to Tuscola Palooza this year.
See what you guys miss when you're out doing your other bullshit? Yeah.
Yeah, come do bullshit with us.
Anyway,
It's a good time.
Anyway.
No,
God bless
Jill-
Mike, man.
just
He's awesome.
just so you know,
yeah, main event, Mike.
unofficially,
Fuck Adam.
July 19th is Tuscola Palooza this year.
Good one. Good dog.
All
On
right.
that note,
We got to
Yours-
get out of here. We
your
are
dog is
it's
below
like
that.
almost
Far
2
over.
episodes. Holy Christ!
2 for the price of 1.
So everybody
That's
shut
well
up
worth
and
it,
let's get
though.
out of here.
We can't afford to be giving you people free shit.
Right, we've already given you everything for free.
God bless Gigi, though.
yes.
Oh, so good.
Smoked, smoked brats.
We'll be covering that a little bit next episode.
He's
too.
Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Thank you so much for main event Mike for calling in.
Go Blade. Go Blade.
2 featured guests here tonight, just solely featured, and that's the Brian the Blade, JTK, John Crazier, and also featuring, he's still a featured guest, but he's also a Hall of Famer. Ding, ding a ding dong, and that's Junior,
Runner up. State finals.
runner up for the state finals.
My coach sucks.
Shoot.
Tough crowd.
So everybody else out there, do your best. That's all you can do, and make good choices.